Here is exactly how we grew our Twitter or X to 15,000 followers and generated at least 100K from the platform. And I'm going to show you the step-by-step system. Doesn't take any extra time in your day, but it will make you a lot of extra money as an online coach. So pretty good trade if you ask me. You can actually use this for Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook groups, and it's part of the strategy of how we help coaches to grow a profitable online business. But before we get into this, I want to make sure that you get the most out of this process. Because when you start trying to automate your organic content, let's actually make sure that you've got something that people want to buy. Otherwise, you're standing outside the building being like, hear ye, come inside this wonderful building, but the room's empty. And you're sending traffic to an empty room. And then people go into the room and they're like, oh, this is shit, like there's nothing in here. And then they leave. And so what you need is people to go into the room. And then you have the guy that comes over and is like, oh, hello, sir, how are you doing? And like tucks the little napkin into your shirt. And he's like, would you like an aperitif? You see where I'm going with this? That basically that guy is your automated selling system. So that's what we help you install in your business. It's a 14-day sequence that reliably converts strangers into clients. And once you have that running, you're then producing a great experience for new leads. Then you can confidently send traffic that way through organic or from ads because you know that you can generate consistent, reliable profits for every 100 leads that see that content. So for context, the purpose of this process is that you're generating attention, eyeballs, to send it somewhere. And organic is playing the long game and ads are the short game. If you do both together, then you build trust. That's why we run ads, which you've probably seen, and then we have these videos to help build your trust and show you that I'm not just that weird Arab guy in the ads, I'm also the weird Arab guy on YouTube as well. So with all of that out the way, here's how to build the system that will test ideas for free without you being glued to the platform, generate you some sales in the process, and produce the best performing ad angles that you can ever imagine. So the core principle of making any system work is that you have to separate planning from execution. So don't be the guy who's building out the train track as the train is moving. And with content, what that means is you have a separate scripting process and then a separate recording and publishing process. And that's particularly important because you know how addictive these platforms are. So you need a way to build offline, preserve your sanity, preserve your time, which is the most valuable asset that you have as an online coach. So a proper organic social media strategy should look like this. So you have the source where all of the inputs of information come in, and then you have a systematic process to take all of those inputs and turn them into content across different platforms in the right format to perform the best. So here's the process to effortlessly generate content. It's how we upload 1,500 tweets every year and they just run in the background and generate sales. And we do this by capitalizing on shower thoughts. So I guarantee you're having these already. These are insights that come up typically when you're in the shower, from conversations with clients, from stuff that you're reading, things that come up as little insights. And what you need to do is start capturing those insights. Once you start doing that, you'll grease the groove, you'll loosen your anus, and you will start coming up with loads of these insights. These become the substrate for all of your content in the future. So step one is you need a way to capture those insights. Set up a new Apple Note now, so just create a new note and pin it to the top of your notebook. Call it Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever platform you're going to use. And just as thoughts come up, just roughly jot them down. They don't have to be perfectly formed, the spelling doesn't have to be right, whatever. Just capture the ideas and just keep that top of mind as you live your life. So as things come up, just write stuff down. You see a motivational quote, you read something cool in a book, you have a good conversation with a client and they talk about they're struggling with this particular thing. You're like, actually, I've got a solution for that. All of that stuff, just stick it into the note. You'll start to notice that over the next 2 or 3 weeks, those insights start to accelerate. And particularly when you're away from your desk, so you're out on walks or you're doing other stuff. Once you open the taps, you'll end up with more ideas than you actually know what to do with. So then every quarter or every few months, we bulk upload those into a scheduling tool so that they become your content for social media for the next 6 months or for the next year. That way you've got your best insights working for you and doing the heavy lifting without you having to always be on the platform. And you can imagine, like, if you were to try and go onto the platform each time an insight comes up, it would completely derail your day and eventually derail your life. If every time you open Instagram or Twitter or whatever, you write something and then you just spend 2 or 3 minutes scrolling, you've then pulled yourself away from whatever task you're doing. You then have to catch up on that attention residue, and that builds up over time. So you're not going to be doing either thing effectively if you're manually stuck on the platform. So hopefully you're sold on that idea. Now, step 2, we want to use a social media scheduler to bulk upload all of those thoughts into the platform of your choice. So if you're primarily on Twitter or X, then the tool that we recommend is called Hype Fury. So I'll include a link below for that. Or if you're using other platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, then I recommend Publer. So click on the link below for that as well. You can get free access to that. If you're a client of ours, you have a dedicated platform that we give you instead for that. But here's what you need to do. So go into ChatGPT and paste in the following prompt. So the prompt is, here are some tweets I want you to schedule. I want you to run some checks first. The tweets should be separated by a couple of dashes. Any spelling mistakes, any unfinished tweets, any errors, any duplications, any tweets where I forgot to separate them, unclear, split into multiple ones but missing the divider, anything else I should be aware of. So then go to your note, select all, copy and paste all of the tweets below. Then you'll get a sanitized list of those tweets. Then copy the output of that, and we want to use this second prompt, which is, I have a bunch of shower thoughts here in a list, please organize them into a CSV to bulk schedule into Twitter. Do not change the phrasing. So that will then produce a CSV, which is a spreadsheet file, with all of those shower thoughts in a structured format that you can then upload in bulk to the platform. Have a quick scroll through, just sense check it, because sometimes AI is a little bit wacky, and then you've got the bulk file. So upload those into the platform that we mentioned. And then step 3, now that you have those posts going up over the next few months, is observe what's going well. So review the analytics, see what people are responding to. Obviously go in every week or so and respond to the comments and any inquiries that you're getting of people saying, hey, can I work with you? But this is the cool part, because what you've done is you've thrown the net wide, and like a big hoover, you've swept up all these ideas and shower thoughts and conversations with clients and stuff. And you're now systematically posting them out for people to test. And you're going to see what lands well and what doesn't. And it could be the content, it could be the phrasing, it could be the angle, whatever it is, you'll start to notice these patterns from looking at what's producing the best engagement. That stuff then becomes the real gold, because those things that do well, and sometimes it's stuff that you don't expect, becomes the content that you then repurpose. So if it's a short form thing, a short post, that then becomes a longer video. You can write a longer article about it, or you could do a podcast episode or a long form video about it. And then that also becomes your ad angles, your hooks. So this is how you find winning ad angles without blurting loads of money into the ad platform and kind of hoping that it's going to convert. Once you've got that nailed, then you're reliably bringing in new clients by running ads. And really ads are the thing that will take your business from £1,000 a month to £10,000 a month to £100,000 a month. It's the most reliable way to generate new clients, but it relies on you nailing the messaging. And this is how you do it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you put this process into action, hopefully get you from your first handful of clients to your first 10K month and beyond. Now, running ads is a whole different topic in itself, but as I say, it's the vehicle that will take your business from a handful of clients to 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures. And Johnny, who you will have seen, is a literal genius with this stuff. He's spent over £2 million in ads and shares a lot of his insights on this channel. But if that's something you're interested in, I would start by having a look at this video. And also all the stuff I've mentioned, the GPT prompts and the tools and things are in the link below.